What it do, family? Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you all for being here. All right. Yeah, make sure you all hit that like, comment, subscribe button, the like button. Make sure you smash that because that what helps us go through the algorithm. It helps us get seen on YouTube. It helps us spread a little bit. Also got a little update for everybody on starting this weekend. All right, on Saturdays I'll be uploading some videos on Saturdays from now on as well. Football season is here. Pretty much we have football. I look at football every day except Tuesday and Wednesday sometimes. I even look at D3, D2 schools. I don't care, whatever it is. If it's football, I watch it. So get ready for those football picks. We're going to start mixing some of those into our baseball picks throughout the rest of this series. Man, thank you all again for being here. We're going to jump into the picks, the recaps from what we did Friday. Now, the first game that we put out for Friday, we picked the Brewers. We took the -1.5 on the points. Unfortunately, they were upset on that game. Didn't see it coming. But that game was our first L. Turn around, but we did take the Rays. Now, on the Rays game, we took the -1.5 on that game, and they ended up covering. Shout out to them for giving us the 1-1 on the early beginning of the day. Turn around, we took the Phillies. Now, we took the Phillies -1.5. They won their game, but since we took that -1.5 on the cover, on the spread, they didn't cover. We ended up losing by 0.5 point, putting us at 1-2. Then we turn around the next game. We had the Yankees. We took the over 7.5 on that game. They ended up scoring 9 on that game overall, giving us a cover, so 2-2. And finishing up the day, the home and home game, the Chicago Cubs versus the Chicago White Sox. Their over was sitting at 9, and then turn around, they combined for 30 points on Friday, so they super covered, easy dub, finishes up off at 3-2 for the day. A good, again, not a bad day, but hey, also, small tip I want to kind of throw in there. Listen, every bet that I give you is not a parlay bet. You don't have to parlay all the bets at once. Some of the bets that I do give you it is okay for you to just straight bet them. All right, now let's get into our picks for the day. With the first game, we're going to look at the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Orioles. Now, the Tampa Bay Rays, again, one of the better teams in the league. Orioles, one of the worst teams in the league. They are at the Orioles' home. They are in Baltimore. The first game they played Friday, it was a kind of a slaughter. Turned around, the Orioles played a little better yesterday, but I just still feel like Tampa Bay, they're just going to excel and beat them again on today for Sunday's game. They're gonna finish out 3-0. So for the first one, we're gonna take the Tampa Bay Rays, and we're gonna take the -1.5 on the points. We're expecting them to cover off that -1.5. So it might end up being 7-2 or 8-4. I don't care. Whatever the final score is, as long as they go ahead and win the -1.5 points, we'll cover on that first one. Then the next game we're going to look at is going to be the Washington Nationals. They're going to be playing against the New York Mets. Now, this game is 1-1 on the weekend. They the Nationals end up winning the first game, and the Mets end up winning yesterday. But both games were kind of tight. It wasn't like it was a blowout. So with that being a 1-1 game, we're looking at who's going to be on the mound today, and we see Eric is going to be on the mound, and that kind of makes it feel like he's going to give us a little edge for Washington. So we're going to take the Washington Nationals at +1.5 points over the Mets today. It's going to be +1.5 points, so we're going to start the game off already up 1.5 points. We're just hoping that looking at Eric, he's going to come in, take care of business on the mound, and give us that win for the day. He usually does pretty well against the Mets. Then we're going to go into our third game for the day, and it's going to be the Reds versus the Miami Marlins. Now, this is another game that Saturday and Friday, it was kind of back and forth, 1-1. But then again, we look at the mound on this game. We have Tyler on the mound. Tyler has been pretty well on the mound this weekend against the Marlins, well, overall, career-wise. So with that game, we're going to take the Reds for the money line. All right, take the Reds for the money line. We're not going to take anything for them to cover. We're just going to say the Reds are going to outright win the game on that game. And it's going to be it for our outright wins and our cover games. Let's look into our 2 over and under picks. The first game we're going to look into is the Diamondbacks at the Phillies. Now, this game can go either way as far as who will win-wise. The Diamondbacks aren't the best team. The Phillies are known to choke a little bit. With that same thing being said, we're looking at the over and under, and right now the line is at 8.5, and we feel like based on how they usually play on Sundays, you look at the averages, they should go over on that. So we're going to take the over 9. I mean, the over 8.5 on that. All right, we're going to take the over 8.5 on that pick for the Phillies and the Diamondback game. Now we're going to our second pick. The second game we're going to look at beat the Cubs versus the White Sox again. They usually play very well on the Friday and the Saturday that they play each other. Right now, their line is sitting at a over and under at 9. So with that pick, with them both, we just knowing that on Friday and Sunday, usually their bets output days against each other. We're going to take the over 9 on that game. It's going to be Chicago versus Chicago again. We're expecting the same thing that we kind of saw on Friday, another high-scoring game. All right, and then that's going to do it for all our picks. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate you all for showing up. Again, make sure you all hit that like button so we can kind of get a little help from YouTube to go around and help share a little bit. Again, the bets, you don't have to parlay all of them. Some of them can be straight bets. You don't have to put all of them on one ticket. All right, make sure you maximize your potential earnings. Make sure you make the right decisions on your picks and how you make your bets. Make sure you all hit that notification button. If anybody has any questions, make sure you hit me up. I reply to DMs. I reply to comments. Make sure you hit my social medias. Make sure you follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram as well. And as always, y'all be easy.